Hello and welcome everybody. Here we are with part 32 of Dr. Wayne Dyer's 101 Ways to Transform Your Life. This principle I think is a powerful one, and it's also very debatable, so that's why we're really talking about this one. Okay, this one is the idea that if a belief does not bring you peace, then you don't need it, okay? Thoughts, beliefs, those kind of things that don't bring you peace, get rid of them. His idea is that the higher self is all about wanting peace, wanting bliss, wanting that kind of experience, that kind of energy. And that when we're doing things that don't give us that take away that are negative emotions, then we don't need them. Now, I think this is a little bit debatable. You know me, like pretty well at this point, maybe not. But basically, I'll just give you a shorthand version of this idea. Our beliefs are very important. I believe that if a belief is not useful, you don't need to use it, okay? Now, there are some things in life that seem like a hassle. Managing money, for example, is a thing a lot of people consider to be a big hassle. But if you get good at it, it's no longer a hassle. So while managing money may not initially bring you peace, it will bring you peace in the long run if you keep doing it. So I think that's an example where his kind of view on it is a little bit off from kind of a success orientation. If you want to succeed at things, sometimes there are details that will not bring you peace. If the overall experience brings you peace, then that's great. But if it doesn't, then it seems like it's a problem. Maybe I'm not explaining that very well, but let's kind of go through some examples. First up, I want to talk about, say, an author. Say somebody who loves to write. They just love to create. They're just like a big fiction author. Maybe they're published, maybe they're not, maybe they're famous, maybe they're not. Whatever, okay? They just love to write, so they write for the sake of writing. But let's say they hate to edit. They hate everything about editing. They hate to cut their good parts, hate to, as they say, kill their baby when it comes to a section of their story they really like, to have to slice that out. They really hate to have to do that. They hate to adjust the small words. They hate let's say they hate everything about editing, but they love to write, okay? Now, editing is a huge part of writing, so if they can't find somebody else to effectively do it, then they're going to need to do some of their editing. And there's not really a way around doing that unless they can figure one out where they can just have a friend or somebody do a lot of the editing for them. And so that's basically the idea here of you can't cut out everything you don't like about a process. So if the person really wants to write and they actually want somebody to read what they write, then they need to have some editing done. Maybe they can minimize it, but you have to edit in order to write. So it doesn't make sense to cut out beliefs about, cut out unuseful beliefs about editing, but you can't cut out editing is, I guess, my point. So I think this principle can easily be taken excessively. People feel like, oh, if this thing doesn't bring me peace, then I should just cut it away. Getting into the Family Guy episode, for example, where Lois goes crazy over this, idea of throw it away, and she throws away her entire family and everything in her house because she feels like suddenly this one part of her family isn't bringing her peace, so she needs to throw it away. I think that's a huge thing here, is the idea that you need to look at the big picture. So if something doesn't bring you peace in the long run, it's a really big problem. Then get rid of it. But if something doesn't bring you peace in the short run, but overall brings you peace, then you should keep that, is my general idea. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's how I'm interpreting Principle 32. You really want things that bring you peace, that are your passion, because that's what gets your subconscious mind all fired up. That's what gets you having passion, energy, that kind of force of life behind you. So don't just work at a dead-end job you hate. Don't just do things you hate, okay? Put forth energy in things you love. But also don't just get rid of everything because there's something you slightly don't like about it. If you really don't like something, then do get rid of it, okay? But if there are things that you like most of the things about and there's some parts you don't like, find ways to negate them, but if you can't, then just power through them. Anyway, that's my take on part 32. I will see you guys next time with part 33, so stay tuned.